Hello, hello, hello. Happy Fun Day Friday. Yay, it's one of my favorite F words. So, here in the DC area, I am getting hit really hard with a lot of energies. Good, bad, and indifferent. It doesn't really matter if I label it. My body is working overtime to filter the energy the best that I can so that it's not so toxic for Mother Earth and for the elementals and our airways and so on. So I think you can kind of hear it in my voice here. So I keep getting the messages that I'm clearing out a lot of acids, like uric acids, things that don't belong in my body that are being produced, these acids and gases. And so I had to do a little bit of naturopathic remedies yesterday. Had to call my doctor of naturopath, my dear friend, who we will be doing some series on here for sure. So that I could go out and get some things. Like I went out and I got this to really help filter a lot of what we want to call, E. coli and things like that, the bacteria that's on foods and all kinds of things. And in small amounts, it doesn't bother you. In larger amounts, well, it's going to take its toll. And so it was certainly taking a toll very fast and very furious for me on Wednesday. And so a lot of things going on. So as I've explained to people, if a crow was to fly above my roof and literally make a 1 to 5 mile circle around my roof, it would pass the White House, the Monument, all the federal DC buildings. It would pass Langley and the Pentagon in Virginia. It would pass NIH, Walter Reed, Bethesda Naval, Andrews Air Force Base. It would pass NASA. It would pass Goddard Space Lab. It would pass NSA. That's just to name a few of the things that are literally here within the circle of my home dwellings. So there's a lot of stuff going on in all of these businesses, buildings, conglomerates, cults, whatever you choose to call them. There's a lot going on, good, bad, or indifferent. And so there's a lot of energy here that is looked at by every ear, every eye, everything that funnels around the world. Right here, where my little buttocks sit and my feet walk every day, born and raised. And every time I say, okay, Spirit, get me the hell out of here, the message is, you got to stay a little longer. So if I resist, then I am locking myself up to have this battle between what I physically think I energetically want and then what perhaps could be for the highest good. So I accept the fact that I'm here, but the days like this week, there's been a lot to funnel through this physical avatar. And so I would sincerely ask for all of us who are holding space as conduits, as filters around the world, as call yourself light workers, starseeds, whatever you choose to call yourself. We're here for a higher path. And so sometimes it requires more of us. And we have to remember that we are human physical avatars trying to filter energetically, mentally, physically, spiritually, and beyond the beyonds. And so my guides know it. So I can sit outside or I can be in my room and they all visit me and the orbs will come in and I can literally put my hand in the orb and my whole hand will disappear in this beautiful energetic exchange. They're trying their best to help filter with me, through me, But remember, all of our sensories are within the physical body, our basic sensories. So we have to convey to our guide sources when it gets to be a bit much. When it gets to be a bit much. And so I'm not a complainer, but I'm also not a martyr either. So I can't fake it all the time till I make it. I have to be really super honest with my guides. And sometimes it comes down to, y'all need to just step the frick in here and help me out. And so we have conversations like that as if I was talking to you or a family member or a friend who's all into this stuff and I disagreed with something. You know, I'm going to speak to the guides just like I would speak to you. So anywho, let us just give a moment here to just thank ourselves for being the conduits that we are. Whether we understand the contracts we signed, whether we're trying to dissolve them occasionally, like if I signed up for that, take me off that list. But, you know, on the higher realms of the God source, you know, I agreed to these things. And the good news is many of us tribal brothers and sisters are finding each other. So we're collaborating in elevating ourselves together, and not so much to commiserate, but just to say, hey, yeah, I recognize that. Yes, I understand that and I respect it. Yes, I send you love. I empathize with what it is that you're doing. And that's really nice. And then any of the viewers that come on my channel, you know, I know you must be feeling the same way. And I appreciate your likes and your comments because it helps circulate this out to maybe someone who doesn't know me yet. And so being a truth teller, I just have to come before you today and say it's a tough day. Yesterday was really rough. The night before, super rough. And so, anyway, it's just, you know, you gotta gain and refresh and rejuvenate and relax and go with the flow in order to get to the next mountain, the next path, the next part of the journey. Okay? It's just like hiking. You know, they're showing me a picture of hiking right now. So they're showing me like you're on the footpath and you're doing fine. All of a sudden you've got incline. You're like, whoo, doggy. And then you might be fine. And then you get to a part where you're like, oh my gosh. And then if you look up, you realize, holy moly, how am I going to make it up there? And if you look down, you're like, oh dear God, how did I get here? Now, I felt that way going through the Mayan ruins in Mexico on those stairs. Oh, I could not look down and I could not look up. I just had to keep one foot in front of the other. I thought I was going to literally pass out a few times. And I'm not faint for the heaviness of it. I just was like, it was intense. And so we're all going through a lot of these different varieties of intensity and levels of progression each time that we do it. So with that being said, I appreciate your love and support. And I send out so much love and support for all of you who are watching and all of you who are conduits. And for all the unseens that are here working just as diligently, if not more. Let me tell you, I've watched my guides. I can say, hey, where are you? And they'll show me, and they are working up a storm. I'm like, y'all sleep? Because I guess they really don't get a lot of R&R up over there in the quantum land. I don't know. I got to gradually merge into that. I can't imagine not having R&R, but I am slowly decreasing any kind of foods that I want. And that's been going on for 3 years, almost 4 years, decrease in certain things, certain habits of things that I ate, drank, consumed of any kind. And so just go with the flow, y'all. And if I can be of any assistance, my website's always in the description. And just know I'm here for you. And whether you reach out or not, I'm still right there beside you energetically, as you are me. All right? So much love. Enjoy. Bye.